All right, chosen ones. So welcome back to another episode on Autonicus Aurelius Motivates. And it's a nice day out, man. I just now got back out here to the trail. And, about to go ahead and get into this video today and get into this topic in a minute, man. But before I wanted to really start on the video, I just wanted to tell y'all, man, like right now at this time we're in, it's really like ramping up, like with the nonsense, man. Not trying to start on a negative note or anything, just saying, man, like my mom was just telling me yesterday, man, that some dude done flew off the handle in Savannah, Georgia, and there was an altercation in the parking lot over a parking spot, and the guy pulled out a gun and shot somebody, shot a man. It was two men, I guess, arguing over a parking spot. Anyway, the guy, he pulls out a gun and shoots the man over a parking spot. So now the man that got shot, he had 3 kids, they said, and my mom was telling me about this story yesterday when I got home. But this is the type of stuff we're seeing all the time, man. And this is the type of stuff that I'm telling y'all, man, it's like demonic behavior, man. Like I think I said something about it on the previous video, but anyway, the man had 3 kids and a wife. Now he's dead. And the guy, he's going to prison, I guess, for the rest of his life now for killing somebody over a parking spot. So I'm telling y'all, man, this spiritual warfare, it's getting worse and worse, especially in 2026. And best thing to do is just stay out of people's way, man. Just stay out of people's way, man. You know, people are acting up, man. They're acting a fool. And they got spirits inside of them, man. They're possessed with hate and evil, man. But besides all that, man, you know, I guess I wanted to go ahead and talk, man, you know, about the topic of the day, man. And go ahead and get into that now. It's real nice out here. It's like 70s today, which is actually unusually warm for this time of year. But yeah, so also what I was wanting to say before I get into the topic, man, was man, I've been noticing, man, and y'all notice this too, chosen ones. You know you do. If you haven't already, you're going to. You're being watched. Everything you do, you're being watched, man. You're being monitored. You're being monitored. Your haters is watching you, man. And it's like, you could just feel it. I don't know, man, but I don't know if y'all feel the same way, man, but it's like, even in your neighborhood, like when you come outside, it might not be nobody out there really. But then as soon as you come outside, somebody else is coming outside and doing something or mixing up outside. Like if I come outside to work on my car or something, then it won't be nobody outside, and all the neighbors, they like usually stay on the inside. But then as soon as I come outside, people is mixing up outside. And it's like, you could just feel this monitoring, they're monitoring you around, you know, because you know they're doing it because you're different. You know, they're watching your moves and stuff like that you're making. That's the reason why, like, I'm always watching my surroundings all the time, man. But y'all let me know if y'all feel the same way, if y'all see this same type of thing happening around you. You know, it's like I don't know, man. I see it though. I see it going on. They like looking out the window. I know they looking out the window. They watching. But anyway, man, we don't care about that. We already know we doing what we doing. So anyway, I was gonna go ahead and get into this topic today, man. And the topic today I wanted to talk about was how you won't put them on a pedestal, chosen one. You won't put them on a pedestal. And this is what makes your enemies and your haters furious. This is what drives them crazy, man. You won't put them on a pedestal because you already know what they're all about, you know? And it's nothing good. And it's all just fake. They're fake. You see through them, just like clear glass, you know? And these people, they're no different than me or you, you know? They're no different than me or you. But somehow they got this air of superiority, you know? And unless you give them unless you feed into it and give them what they want, then you already know they're no different than you. They're no better than you, and they're no better than anybody else. But they're out here and they want everybody's attention and everybody to, you know, continue to allow them to control the narrative and to like think of themselves like they're kings or something like that, or like they're better than somebody else. But you won't give them what they want, because you already see through them. So you're not gonna bow to them, and this makes them very angry. This infuriates them, because you're not playing their games. You're not playing their little games because you already know what it's all about. But you know, also, you don't agree with their beliefs. You don't agree with their beliefs. These people have beliefs that go totally against the word of God, man. They have beliefs like that they are like gods or deities. You see this happening, man, in society we're in right now. On the political scene and on the scene with all the celebrities and all the famous people, man. I don't see these people anymore as what they want me to see them as. I see these people trying to be deities, trying to make themselves into gods. And what they want to do is they want to maintain this type of thing to keep it going. And it's all an illusion. But you won't feed into it. You know? And so that's what makes you different. That's what sets you apart, chosen one. That's what sets you apart. So, you know, we're living in this world now. And this world is totally insane. A lot of things have happened to take people away from God, man. And to take people away from the truth of His word. But we already recognize it for what it is. That's what makes us different. That's what makes you different, chosen one. You recognize it for what it is, man. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just gotten to the point to where it's really just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But they don't think that it's ridiculous. They think you're ridiculous for not buying into it, for not feeding into it, and for not bowing to them. And so this is the reason why you've had it harder than most people. This is the reason why you've experienced all the things you've had to experience, and why you could never fit in. You know? But you're just fine with that, you know what I mean? And you recognize their agenda as being self-centered. It's a totally self-centered agenda, man. These people are all about themselves, man. They don't care about the next man. They don't care about your bills. They don't care about your relationships. They don't care about your family. You know what I mean? These people don't care about nobody but themselves. And that's also what people are starting to see through. Because the average person, you know what I mean? The average person out here is just fed up. I believe it right now. Like, the average person is just trying to make it by. You know, they're just trying to take care of their personal lives and their bills and their family. And they're not thinking about these people who are so arrogant and self-centered. But you recognize their whole agenda for what it is, man. It's selfish. You know what I mean? It's a selfish thing, man. And so you're living your life out here every day, and you're trying to do what you're trying to do, and they're trying to stop you because they know what you're trying to do is trying to benefit others in a good way, you know, in a way that honors God, in a way that lifts up his son, which is what everybody needs right now, is more than anything, is the freedom that comes from that, man. There's so many people right now, man, honestly, like, I'm serious, like, they are literally like in bondage and they don't even know it. They need deliverance, man. That's what this world needs. That's what a lot of people need right now, and they don't even realize it. They ain't even aware of it. And you know, I'm not trying to preach to y'all or nothing like that. Believe me, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying, I'm just speaking from my own opinion, you know, of what I see and what I feel, because I know inside of me what, you know, what the world needs. I know inside of me what I want. Maybe what I want isn't what everybody wants, and we already know it's not. But we don't care, chosen ones, because we know that what we're doing has a deeper purpose. It has a more meaningful purpose, you know? Let me stop right here while I get through this traffic. Okay. Thank you, sir. Get right through that little spot right there. But, you know, so what you're doing has purpose. You know, it has purpose. It has something that's going to have a lasting effect. And that's what these people That's what these people don't have that you have. And that's really what irritates their demons about you, is because they know that. They also know that you have the power to awaken others to their whole agenda. They also know that you have the power to enlighten others to the knowledge that exposes them. That's what you do. You expose these people for who they are. They're frauds. They're frauds. They're imposters, man, and they're fakes. And all their outward appearance may look so beautiful, so flashy, so shiny. This attracts people's eyes to them. You know, the lust of the eye, the lust of the flesh, to their material possessions, this is all a facade. This is all a facade to bring people in to the illusion, you know, to chase after these things, which I spoke about previously in another video, that just don't even have no real meaning, you know? They don't have no real meaning. Also, you know that joining these people, right? And I'm just speaking on these talking points right now. You know that joining these people, if you were to join them, or to put them on a pedestal and join them, would come at a steep price. You know, you recognize that joining these people would come at a steep price. Everything comes at a price, right? Nothing is free. It's all an illusion. And there's strings attached to what you join into. You know? Whether you can see it at first or not, later on, you already know there's going to be a price for joining the type of people that are not in alignment with your beliefs. You know? And this is gonna interrupt your assignment. This would throw you off of your assignment. This would stop you from the mission that you know brings fulfillment to you in your life and to others. Because you know what you're doing is for others. So this is the difference, right? This is the difference between you and these people. That's another thing that makes them irritated. See, they want, like I said, to keep the illusion going. They don't want nobody coming out of it. They don't want nobody coming out of this illusion they got everybody in, man. It's the matrix. Everybody has to stay programmed and plugged in. Everybody has to play their role. Everybody has to do their part to keep the thing going. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, we can all see it's all coming to a head, man. It's gonna come to the point where these blind people are leading the blind, and they're all going straight off the cliff eventually. That's what's happening right now. But that's what you know, you know? You know all that. That's another reason why you won't put them on a pedestal. You know they're nothing but the blind, leading the blind. And you know everything they claim to be isn't what they really are about. All of this is like, these are actors. These are actors, man. You know? But you're real, chosen one. You're real. You're the real deal. And you're continuing to stay your authentic self. And to you, that's all that really matters, you know, your authenticity. You know, your authenticity is much more valuable to you than selling yourself out. We're living in a world full of sellouts, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I'm just saying, man, that's the way it is. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. That's what it is. If anybody tries to say otherwise, no. You can see it happening, man. People are compromising at every level, man. Soon as a little bit of life's problems hit them, they get afraid and then they sell out, man. But the real strength comes from withstanding life's trials and tribulations and then choosing to keep, you know, from compromising and from selling yourself out, you know. And I'm just gonna hit these talking points some more, man. You know, also, you know that they are not your friends, right? You know they're not your friends. These people are not your friends. They might pretend to be your friends at first. They might hit you with all kind of like gifts or whatever at first, and compliments at first, and love bomb you and all of that. But you know these people are narcissists, most of them. They're narcissistic people. You know that all of that is fake, and that later on, as soon as a little bit of something happens or something where they're tired of you, man, most of these people just drop you like a bad habit and keep moving, man. They don't care about you. You know they're not for you. They already showed you who they were, most of them, when they left, when you was in your struggle. You know? They showed you who they were. And so, you know they're not your friends. They're not your friends. And they could care less about anyone else but themselves. When it comes down to it, when it really comes down to it, these people will stab you in their back, will stab you straight in your back as soon as you turn around. As soon as you turn around, and they wouldn't think twice about it. Because to them, all it's about is this. Or, you know, something else. There's always some kind of string attached to it. There's something else, you know, something else involved. But anyway, you see through all of that too. And that's what they don't like. They don't like your discernment. Okay? They don't like your ability to think for yourself, you know? They don't like the fact that you can see through their traps before they even happen. They don't like that. It's because you have that on the inside of you that you know you have on the inside of you, you know, that gives you that feeling. That feeling of uncomfort, that feeling of discomfort when you're around them. You know? That feeling inside of you come from the Holy Spirit to show you what time it is with these people, man. It shows you ahead of time. It lets you know. And so that's another thing what baffles them, is that how you already know what they're up to before they even try you. You know, before they even try you, you already know what they're up to. So they don't like that either, man. That's another reason why you won't put them on this on the little pedestal that they want to be on. You know, so anyway, but moving right along, you know, also, you are just fine with your dignity and your self-respect. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what it is. That's what it all boils down to. You're just fine, chosen one. You know you are. With your dignity and your self-respect. What does this world come to, man? There used to be a day and time when honesty ruled. But now it's like the way they've made everything is like, if you're an honest person, then there's something wrong with you. Like the way they have made everything, it's like they glorify criminal behavior and activity that leads so many people astray, to where so many people have jumped on this bandwagon of dishonesty, man. So many people are liars. And I hate to say that, but that's just the way it is. Because they follow the father of all lies, man. Satan, the devil. And so they can't be trusted. And what is it coming to, man, when you can't trust people no more, man? You know, like, there used to be a time when you could trust people. You could trust somebody to do what they were gonna say when you had your back turned. Or you could trust somebody, like, not to talk about you when your back was turned. But we live in a world now where, like, soon as you turn around or turn your back, people is talking about you. And, you know, I want to be around somebody, myself personally, who I know, if I'm gonna be, you know, like, really around a person a lot, I got to know that when my back is turned, that person is going to be the same person that they are when I'm facing them. You know, when my back is turned, they're not going to switch up on me, man. See, that's the problem right now, man. And it used to be a time when it was all right to keep it 100. Like, what's wrong with keeping it 100, man? But most of these people now, they want to keep it 50, 60, 90, not even 90, far from 90. They want to try to deceive you, man. They want to try to play you. And this goes for relationships as well. Y'all know, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know how your partner be trying to pull one over on you, you know, and this goes on a lot in the dating field and stuff, man. It's like anything goes anymore, man. And the morals have slipped and slowly faded away to where it's no more loyalty. And people is trying to play you at every chance they get. But they think they're playing you, but they can't play you though, chosen one. Because you already see through all of that. And that's what they hate too. That you see through their games before they even start. Anyway. Also, and this is my last point right here. You like your own style. You like your own style. You're just fine with your own style. Because you know what? You know your style is unique. You know your style is your style. Don't nobody else have your style. What's wrong? What has this world come to, man, when everybody is just a copycat? You know? Where is the originals anymore, man? You know, like, where is those who do something and come up with something that ain't like everybody else? That's what sets you apart, chosen one. They could try to be like you all day long, but they could never be like you. And they could never walk a day in your shoes, because the stuff you done lived through and survived would have took them out the game long time ago. They don't know nothing about what you done came through. They don't know nothing about what you had to let go of in order to move forward. All the pain, all the wrongdoings, the way you was wrong. Deeply hurt, man. That's another reason why you know now, chosen ones, you done been pulling them knives out your back. Left and right when you try to mess around and put these people on pedestals and mess with them and deal with them. And I don't care who this is. This stuff knows no bounds. Family, friends, people in the church, everywhere. It knows no bounds. They want you to put them on a pedestal, chosen one, but you're not going to do it. You know, God is your sole provider. The Most High is your sole provider. You're independent. You're a free thinker. You ain't in all this group thing. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, I just wanted to say, you know, I wanted to read these verses right here real quick with y'all before I close out the video. And I was in this morning, Philippians 1:6. It says, being confident that, or first of all, let me read this one. This goes a lot with what we were talking about. Proverbs 10:2-3. It says, in Proverbs chapter 10, verse 2-3, it says, ill-gotten treasures are of no value, but righteousness delivers from death. Then it says, the Lord does not let the righteous go hungry, but thwarts the cravings of the wicked. Okay? So this is another thing. You're not going to go hungry if you're in alignment with the Lord, with the Most High. There's even verses in the Bible say the righteous will never be seen begging bread. God is your sole provider. You know what I mean? But, so this is what you know, chosen one. This is what you know. All right? You don't care what nobody thinks about you because you know this. You know? Anyway, back to what the other verse. Philippians 1:6 says, being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it out on to completion until the day of Christ. So this work he started in you, right? He's going to finish that. Believe that. He's going to finish that work that he started within you. And you already know that. That's another thing. That's another reason why you're not the type of person, chosen one, you never going to give up. You're never going to give up, man. What? For a hater? For a wicked, evil person? I think not. No way. All we do is keep moving forward, baby. Every day, every day. You know what I mean? But anyway, you know, I hope this video helps somebody out. And I kind of went over time. I don't want to make it last too long because, you know, I got to upload all this. But, hey, you won't put them on a pedestal, chosen one. You never will. You're not going to put them on a pedestal. You're not going to do it. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about what they think of you. Keep doing what you're doing and never give up. Hold on to the faith, because that is going to take you to the next level. And when they see you the next time, you're going to be better than ever before. All right? So, just wanted to say that and leave this with y'all. To all y'all out there who subscribed to my channel, thank you. I appreciate you. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, come on over here and be with us over here on Autonicus Aurelius Motivates. Everything we do over here is positive vibes, uplifting, encouraging videos for those of y'all who may be in your own personal battles and struggles, but you're still not giving up. I'm here for you. Peace. Love, light, blessings, positive vibes only, baby. Till the next one. Y'all have a blessed day. Catch you on the next one. All right. Peace.